Hey everyone, JJB here, back again with some more VGC18 Wi-Fi Battles. As you can see on the screen, we're kicking right off with a game against an opponent who is rocking out with a team of Mega Gengar, Incineroar, Landorus, Cresselia, Kartana and Tapu, and who has locked in very quickly. As you can also see on the screen, we're using the same team as we've been using in the last few games. This is our mega-charizard-y Sun team. Featuring all of the, 6 of the top 10 mons on, global link frequency, so very standard team. And probably, don't hold me to it, but probably the last upload with this team. So let's see if we can't, give it a good send-off. A couple of wins would be nice. Just through my stylus, excellent. And we should probably choose what we're going to lead with, actually, and what we're going to bring. So you've got 2 Intimidators, so I'm thinking Cresselia will sort of, won't be bothered by that. And I'm thinking Incineroar as well, just to help with the fake out pressure and, knock off optionality. Yeah, it seems quite good. It'll be good against the Gengar and the Cresselia especially. I'm going to bring Lando in the back for the big Z move. And leaning towards Charizard as well. Yeah, let's go Charizard. What have we got for the Gengar? Not a lot, really. Kartana would have been quite nice. Kartana wars Gengar quite nicely. Maybe that would have been good. I've noticed from editing quite a lot of videos, I tend to sort of touch my neck a lot. I do the front neck touch when I'm not sure, and the back neck touch when I'm a little bit nervous. So yeah, we're going to try and cut that out. I also noticed I say ridiculous amount, so I'm going to try and cut back on that. I think in the team builder I've uploaded should have gone up on Tuesday for the limited base stats tournament that I've entered. I think I say pretty much in between every sentence, which is not great. And we see here that we've I did it again then. We see here that we've actually mirror led each other, which is pretty funny. So what do we want to do? I think, in all likelihood, we're probably going to see a pair of fake outs onto the Cresselias. So I think we'll just Icy Wind and knock off the opponent Cresselia. Because I think he's probably going to fake out our Cresselia. He fakes out Incineroar, okay, that's fine. Cresselia Calm Minds, that's frustrating, but we do have the Lando Z move in the back, which can hit that really hard. So, hopefully we connect both our Icy Winds, which we do. That's pretty good, because it means now that our Incineroar should outspeed the opponent's Incineroar, and it just makes Cresselia a little bit less of a, something annoying to deal with. Our Incineroar flinches, that's, not a big problem, really. I'm thinking, again, come on, man. I'm thinking Helping Hand knockoff into the Cresselia. Or Helping Hand. Yeah, let's go Helping Hand. And then something. Knockoff will be nice. Get rid of an item. Do you think Incineroar's going to stay in? It's probably going to go for a knockoff on our own Cresselia. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. It does stay in, okay. I was considering maybe going for the knockoff in case he swaps out into something like the Kartana or the Gengar. And we do get a nice chunk of damage off from the Cresselia, and we see there's no item, which tells us it has the Z move. So that's something to be aware of. It's no use against either of the guys we've got in at the moment, particularly. Obviously Incineroar is going to be immune, and Cresselia doesn't really, it's going to take a Psychic type move really nicely. Incineroar U-turns out. So we were right in thinking he's probably going to swap out with the Incineroar, but not a direct swap. And he gets a Landorus in now. So our Incineroar's pretty weak. But I'm seeing no reason here not to go for a Icy Wind and probably another knockoff into the Cresselia. We see U-turn for the Lando. Okay, so he's just going to be cycling Intimidates here in all likelihood. That was a crit there. That's potentially going to come back to haunt us a bit later on. Does bring us close to berry range though, so if we can tank another hit, we should be able to get some nice recovery off. And this, of course, does bring Incineroar down to -3 now, so this knockoff's definitely not going to KO the opponent's Cresselia. I'm slightly wary of something like Moonlight coming out now. If we can get a crit, that would be nice. Get a crit back. Knockoff's going to do barely any damage, probably. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And we do see a Moonlight, okay. So the thing is now, is Cresselia is sitting at you know, a very large amount of HP, and it's got quite a few boosts behind it. But it is slow as anything. If we can get a big Z move off against it, we should be alright. And that's kind of our, you know, our only option here particularly. So I think what we'll do is just go for another Icy Wind, keep everything nice and slow. And see, I want to swap Incineroar out, but in the same way, if the Cresselia decides to go for an attack on the Incineroar slot, it's going to do big damage to something. I don't really want Landorus to take any damage, so I think what we'll do is we'll just knock off the Incineroar slot this time. Take away its berry or take away its assault vest. We can always Helping Hand Z move as well. That'll be enough to take out the Cress in all likelihood. So we get rid of the recovery berry, and we see a big Z move. It is enough to KO the Cress, which is frustrating, but not terrible. And we do see an Icy Wind come out, so that's why we don't swap into Landorus there, because we'd have taken you know, 4 times effective damage, which would have been no good. Alright, so Lando comes in now. We're probably going to see his Incineroar swap out into an into his own Landorus. But we're just going to pop the Fat Z move. And Incineroar's going to swap out here. We're going to go out into Charizard. Incineroar, if the Landorus comes in, Incineroar's going to be doing nothing. And we can't be having a you know, useless guy on our side of the field. So he does swap out. It's going to be into his Lando, yeah. So we've got to hope that this can pick up a KO even through the Intimidate. We're obviously going to outspeed the Cresselia because we've dropped its speed and it was already probably the slowest thing out on the field. So we need the Supersonic Headbutt to do some big damage now. It's not really let us down before. I think it's got KOs pretty much every time I've used it, I think. Big damage, come on. No, it does nothing. Oh, Icy Wind's going to absolutely destroy us here. Oh, no. Yeah, absolutely bops Landorus. Charizard's not feeling too happy. So we protect and knock off. I think that's the best play. We get the Intimidate off. Yeah, let's go big knockoff and let's just protect on this turn. No point Mega Evolving because we need to try and maximise our Sun turns if we're going to claw this back, but I think with the Incineroar at that much HP and the Intimidate recycling, we're not going to be able to take it out. Our best bet would be Incineroar's low kick, but if he can keep lowering its attack, then yeah, we're not going to be able to, you know, offer too much offensive presence against it. Knockoff there is going to KO the Cress. It's unfortunate, really, we let that set up too much. Yeah, that's right, we let it set up too much. I'm roping you guys in as well. Yeah, because now Incineroar's down at -2. And Charizard's at reduced speed because of that Icy Wind it took earlier in the game, so it's not going to outspeed Lando. Our best bet's to low kick Incineroar and just fire off a Heat Wave and hope we can get Super Mega Crits or you know, burns on the Landorus maybe, but I think I've probably lost this game. keeping Cress around for a bit longer would be nice. And I think maybe swapping out the Incineroar earlier would have been better. And he gets to fake it on Charizard, so Charizard's going to go down, especially to the Stone Edge. No way it's living that. Charizard's EV'd to take Rock Slides. It can survive one, even though it's ×4 effective. Stone Edge isn't something that you see very much. Yeah, that low kick does nothing. So I'm just going to run here. There's no point drawing this out. Throw my Stardust on the floor again. I'm just going to quit that. That was a very frustrating loss. I think, yeah, getting rid of swapping out with the Incineroar early game would have been beneficial. Letting that sit in and offer no offensive presence after all the Intimidates definitely hurt us. And I think Mon selection wasn't particularly great either, because, you know, they didn't really bring anything to handle the Incineroar, apart from the Landorus, obviously, which we had to dedicate to try and take out the Cresselia, because we let it sit up too much. So, all in all, I think that was quite a poorly played game. And probably not one that looks too great on the channel, but, you know, I'm gonna keep anyway, because, you know, why bother? So that brings our record to 11 wins and 10 losses, which is pretty poor. There was a point, you know, not when I was, when I wasn't recording, where I managed to get up to like the high 1600s, and that was sort of my peak performance. Nowhere near that again now, but we see here our opponent's got a team of Milotic, Salamence, Kartana, Manectric, Garchomp, and Gardevoir. So he's got 4 guys there that could be Megas, which is pretty interesting. I've tended to lead Cresselia quite a lot on this team to just offer up some Icy Wind pressure, but to be honest with the Milotic there, that's not looking so great. And he's probably going to lead Milotic because we do have the double Intimidate users. So I think what I'm going to do is lead Koko Charizard. Yeah, it seems to do quite well. He's obviously got the Manectric, which can take a redirect an electric type attack and also boost the Manectric special attack, which isn't the best because it has Lightning Rod ability before it Mega Evolves. But I think if we lead Koko, we've got Dazzling Gleam pressure for the Garchomp and the Salamence, and Thunderbolt pressure for the Milotic, so that seems to be quite useful. Charizard just offers big damage against pretty much everything. We'll bring Lando in the back for the Z-move capability. And I think this is probably a game where Kartana can do quite well. The only thing it struggles with is Overheat from the Mega Manectric, which might outspeed, I can't remember. And it doesn't really have anything to hit the Salamence with, so with Kartana our main thing is going to need to be to make sure the Salamence, I don't know why I said it like that, the Salamence isn't around. I've been mixing up the music as well, guys. I don't know if you've noticed. I think this is Necrozma. Maybe that's why I'm losing so much. Alright, so we get Koko Charizard out. And we do see the Manectric lead, yeah, with the Milotic. So we called that fairly nicely. The problem is we do set up the terrain for the Manectric, which can probably just bop Charizard. They're all quite bulky, we've got a lot of HP. So I think what we'll do is we'll just Degleam and Protect. Yeah, I think we'll do that actually, because my thinking here is that the Manectric's probably going to want to target down the Charizard. And if it Mega Evolves, which it obviously hasn't, so we see a Protect there, okay. See Dazzling Gleam, which should do maybe like 50% to the Manectric. Yeah. And we see T-Bolt into the Koko, okay. It's not going to do too much. You know, brings it down into the kind of range where he's got to be worried about... he doesn't want to take another D-Gleam, that's for sure. So what's the play here? He's probably going to Mega Evolve to outspeed. Doesn't outspeed though, does it? I think we D-Gleam and Mega Solar Beam the Milotic. Yeah, I don't want to bring in Landorus to take an electric type thing. He does just swap out, okay. He goes into Gardevoir. Yeah, well, Gardevoir doesn't really want to take a Dazzling Gleam particularly either. Obviously with the Manectric in the back, we've got to be cautious of using a Thunderbolt from Koko. Something to just bear in mind. Milotic stays in as well, so that's going to take a Dazzling Gleam and a Solar Beam here, so depending on how much the Dazzling Gleam does, we might be able to pick up the KO here. So it's a very bulky Milotic, so probably going to pop the Berry, maybe. Ooh, yeah, so it just brings it into the range. We don't see a Berry, okay, so it's potentially something like Adrenaline Orb to try and, you know, capitalise on you know, things like the stat drops from, you know, competitive boosts. So I think what we'll do is just stay in with both these guys. I think we stand a pretty good chance of still outspeeding, depending on these guys' spreads, but Gardevoir's going to Mega. Typically Gardevoir's quite slow, but if he's running Icy Wind, it's probably going to be a speedier variant rather than the Trick Room variant, because the Icy Wind would obviously counteract that. Milotic protects, that's fine. Yeah, so Koko still outspeeds, we thought it probably would. We see a Draining Kiss. That's very weird. You don't see that very often. But the thing is Koko was on such low HP that it barely got any recovery from that. And a Heat Wave should KO the Gardevoir. Oh, a Sliver! Alright, we'll go Kartana now then, because Kartana's going to be the fastest thing on the field. It's got Focus Sash, so we're going to be able to smack the Milotic slot pretty hard with this. Nothing really wants to come in and take a hit. And we're just going to go for the Sacred Sword. Does that do more than anything else? You'll hit the Kartana coming in, which Leaf Blade won't, but we're going to go for a Heat Wave anyway, so we'll catch that. So yeah, let's just Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade and Heat Wave. So we see no protects here, so Kartana's definitely sticking around. It's got the Focus Sash. So we definitely get at least another turn out of that, and we do get the Beast Boost now, which is going to pump our attack up. Hyper Voice is not going to KO Charizard. Yeah, everyone resists that. Crit on Charizard. But Heat Wave does connect. Which is great for us. So the thing is now we've taken out the Milotic and the Gardevoir. So with the Milotic gone, we don't have to worry about bringing Landorus in, giving it a competitive boost. And he's got Garchomp as his last one, okay, so in all likelihood we're probably going to need to smack that with... Well, if it's Scarf Garchomp, that could give us some real problems. Yeah, that'll give us an issue. We need to Intimidate it. Let's Leaf Blade the Garchomp slot, and I'm going to protect Charizard this turn. Does Protect stall out the terrain? It does. I mean, let's be honest, the Manectric's going to kill it anyway. Can we just Heat Wave here then? Yeah, I'm going to Heat Wave. I think that's the wrong play. Snarl. Well, I mean, it KOs the Kartana. What do we see from the Rock Slide? Miss? No miss, okay. Well, to be honest, I'm still feeling semi-confident about this then, because the Garchomp we're going to Intimidate now, which is great. We've seen Snarl and Thunderbolt so far. It's got HP Ice, that's going to be an issue. It's probably going to KO Landorus. But we do Intimidate the Garchomp now. If we can Earthquake and survive a hit from the Garchomp, that should be pretty nice for us. And if the Manectric can outspeed and KO us with a HP Ice, that's gonna suck. We haven't seen it Mega yet either, so it could Mega and Intimidate. Which it doesn't do, it just snarls, maybe it's Scarfed. Does more damage than it's another crit, so that's 2 crits today so in this game. You see Rock Slide, probably going to flinch us. You know, flinched loses the game. Nah, okay. So we get the EQ off, that'll KO the Manectric, and then on the next turn it's just a case of going to the Z move onto the Garchomp, assuming we can either survive another Rock Slide or not get flinched. If we get flinched, we lose, and if the Rock Slide KOs us, we obviously lose. So, should we have protected maybe the Charizard on the last turn? Potentially. He connects the Rock Slide. If he flinches here, we live on 10. Please don't flinch. Please don't flinch. Okay, nice. All right. So we do manage to fire off the fat supersonic headbutt, and unlike the last game against that Cresselia, this one should pick up the kill on this Garchomp. So just up he goes, and then he just comes back down and bop on the Garchomp. That'll KO. We saw how much the Earthquake did, yeah, for sure. Alright, so that's a lot closer than it needed to be. We're in a very commanding position, I think, from the beginning of that game. And obviously we managed to just sort of claw through with a 10 HP Landorus, but, you know, that made all the difference, that getting that Intimidate off at the end. So yeah, and I can see the bottom screen's just suddenly going blue, like orange and blue, which is weird. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. 22-ish minutes, so a bit... I don't know what's happening with that capture card, sorry guys. I keep saying I'm going to fix it. To be honest, I've not really got an idea how to, so I'm just going to sort of hope it gets better. You know, the lazy way of fixing things. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to keep up to date with all my future uploads. So yeah, all that's left to say is thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.